99% of Warzone players are using the wrong settings and it's costing them their FPS. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead to your graphics tab and make sure your display mode is on full screen exclusive, not borderless, because this will literally use all of your monitor space. And the second thing you want to do is make sure your refresh rate is the same as your monitor. For example, mine is 144 Hz. I can select this option and 1080p, and make sure you turn this on and not on the on plus boost option, as this may cause a bit of delay. Eco mode preset, you want to turn off resync for gameplay and menus and turn your FPS to unlimited. Make sure reduce menu render resolution is on native and this pause game rendering is off. Also make sure this is off as well, and focus mode on 0%. Now we're going to go to quality, and graphics preset is custom. You want to make sure you play on native resolution, and you want to turn off dynamic resolution. Upscaling and sharpening, make sure you turn on NVIDIA image scaling and press show more. Make sure it's on ultra quality and 70% sharpness. I like to turn my frame gen off, and make sure VRAM target is 60 to 65, because if you do go above what you actually need, it can cause a lot of jittering and like lag spikes. Alright, so next thing is variable rate shading. I've had this on because it improves performance. What this does, basically it reduces the level of detail. Yeah, it says here. Make sure text resolution is on low. Very low makes it look terrible, so I would recommend using low. There's not much difference between low and high. You want to keep it on low normally. And make sure this one is also on low. So I would like to keep this on low. Make sure you turn off depth of field, as this literally gives you a FPS boost instantly. Detail quality, you want to have it on low. Particle resolution, very low. This also gives you a visual advantage. Look at it, it's way more clearer on the left side when you have it on very low, so you easily be able to spot your enemies as well. Bullet impact, you can turn it on. Turning off won't really impact your FPS. Persistent effect, you want to turn off. There's personal preference for me, that's why I have it on off, but you can turn it on. And shader quality, make sure this is on low. This also gives you a huge FPS boost, by the way. On demand texture streaming, make sure it's on minimal, and this is on 16. Do you want to turn off download limits? If you go below local texture streaming quality, make sure that's also on low. You want to have this on low as well, and for the rest of it, just turn it low or off if there's an off option. And yeah, here are my terrain quality, very low, low, off, off, off. Yeah, so the rest of my settings are either low or off. Now let's move on to view. I like to have mine between 100 and 105, but I recently turned my FOV down to 100. Also, if you increase your FOV, it reduces your FPS slightly because there's more on your screen to render. You want to go down, ADS field of view, make sure it's unaffected. Weapon field of view, put it on wide. Third person FOV, 90 or whatever you normally use. Vehicle field of view, default I would like to have. Also, this is very important. World of motion blur, you want to turn that off. And also weapon motion blur, you want to turn that off. Most of you don't even know this is on, and it's literally eating away your FPS. First person camera movement, least 50%. What this will do, it will reduce the movement when there's camera shake on your screen, so you want to make sure it's on least 50%, so your aim will be slightly better. Same as this, you want to turn it to 50%. Inverted flashbangs off, you can turn it on. What this will do, it will make your screen darker. Let's say if you're playing in the dark in the night time. If you have a low end PC, you can use my config file. It will be in the description. All you want to do for that, you want to extract it. After you've extracted it, you can come ahead and copy these 3 files. Press copy, and then next thing you want to do is you want to press your Windows key and R and type in percentage local app data percentage and press enter, and then you want to find Activision and Call of Duty and then players, and then you just want to paste these files into your game files and press replace the files in the destination. And once you've done that, go ahead and open up the COD 25 TXT 0 file and make sure you open it with Notepad. Now once you're here, you want to press Ctrl F and then type in heaps. Once you find heaps, make sure it's on false, so it will give you a consistent average performance, especially for Warzone, as it is a CPU based experience and it is a CPU heavy game. Next, what you want to do, you want to press Ctrl F again. In this case I don't have to, as I didn't make any changes because I already had it. You want to press Ctrl F again and then type in renderer, enter, and then make sure this thread count for handling the job queue. For example, my CPU has 8 threads, so however many threads you have, you minus 1 from it and type it here. So mine has 8, so I minus 1 from it and I typed in 7. This will literally max out your performance scores for the game and give you the max performance boost. One more thing I would like to show you, the last thing that would make your game look really beautiful. Go ahead and press interface. You want to go to readability and head over to color customizations. Make sure you turn your HUD color palette to Tritanopia and color filter to 2. Then go ahead and turn both of these up to 100%. Also, let me know in the comments if this has helped you improve your FPS. Also, if you have a BIOS firmware error, go and check out my other video that I made literally 3 weeks ago. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you next time.